Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, come here. I don't want to hear it.
Chaos over that. I pissed so many people off, and I wasn't even really trying. I just was asking questions.
Yeah, it's an arrest.
Like 100% arrest.
Yeah.
And then they tried to throw it back on me because I called CID. Because all of a sudden I called my sergeant to ask, can we transport them together? Can we condense them together?
Yeah.
They're in a mutual relationship. Are you cool with that? And he all of a sudden is like, well, this might be an overdose. And I was like, in what fucking way is it
It's
an
not.
overdose?
They're using drugs.
No, and so I mean, I still have a lot to learn, but I read case law and I know things, and I'm talking to Doree on the phone, and he goes, well, this is kind of fall under Good Samaritan's law. And I said, no, so I was like, with others, and I said it on my body camera, and I stopped recording. With all due respect, sir, no, it's not. They didn't call for help. This dude wasn't rendering aid to him where he'd be in liability's way, nothing like that. They used drugs. They did not overdose. Medic declared they did not overdose. The medic administered a thing of Narcan in case they did overdose later. I was like, I pulled up our general policy and told them about it. I looked on North Carolina's website. An overdose, it has like all these things. They have to be like, there's a ton of different circumstances. None. They were cooperative, coherent. They told me what they used. Like, they were good. I had 72 of them. I had them back in my car. And then Doree's like, yeah, don't arrest. He's like, he did that thing where he's like, you know, and now, my mindset now, because I pissed everyone off, next time it happens, I'm gonna arrest, and they can yell at me later if they want. I'm not gonna. But he was like, in the end, it's you're on the ground, you know, you gotta do what you do. But it was pretty much telling me don't arrest.
But I heard they made you change the report too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they made me change my report, and they said so. You know, I had Ron does my FTO, and I mean, I'm a pretty good writer, so my reports are always very detailed. I write, cover my ass, everything that happened, everyone I talked to, what I learned, what my discussions were. I didn't even I was pissed. I mean, I won't lie, I was pretty mad when they made me cut those guys loose. I was hoping they would drive up the road and do like a home invasion. You know, we took all their drugs, I seized everything. I was hoping they were gonna go up the road, do a home invasion or some shit, and let Matthews reap that they made me let them
But
go.
hold on a second. Don't you feel bad that you have to think that way?
No, 100%.
Or run into someone?
No, it's horrible. It's horrible. It's crazy. And it's just, but something like that has to happen for them to have a fucking reality check.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something about that. Let's say they did that. Do you think they're going to say this happened?
Probably fucking not. But you know who definitely would? My ass.
Yeah.
I'm not doing 30 years here. Kind of what I've ended up coming to. I'm not doing my entire career here. So next time something like that happens, I'm just going to do it. I know the letter of the law says to do.
What did make you remove from the report?
They felt like they didn't make me do anything. There was a supplement from Captain McGirt, and it was changed. It was altered. It was because I detailed my conversation saying Sergeant Doree advised me not to arrest.
Mm-hmm. And they took that out?
Yeah, and they said it was like unnecessary to the report and didn't add to it, and it looked like I was calling out CID. I also got an email saying I was insubordinate, which was crazy. Yeah, it was very bizarre. So they emailed saying we had to like change some stuff with the property involving it.
When they did that, they changed the details.
Yeah.
They didn't change the property, did they?
No, they didn't change property. They made me go in and change the property. So I didn't feel comfortable. I had opened it on scene a little bit, but then it was in this like heavy plastic container that it was loose floating powder. Where I was worried, you know, it wasn't one of those things you could twist off easily. You had to pull. Mm-hmm. So I was worried if I pulled, powder would fly. It's fucking like it's not worth it. And at that point, we weren't prosecuting it. So I was like, you know what?
Yeah. When they tell you to alter or change reports to delete stuff.
Yeah.
Does it make you feel good?
No, I don't know. I thought it was weird as shit. Yep. I call it. I was pretty mad. I didn't hold it back. I told everyone, and Captain called me and did this thing. So we had a.
Which captain?
Where, and we had this thing where I went and applied for a search warrant, and he called me, and like we went back and forth, and I was like, I appreciate it, sir, but so there's an email where I was called insubordinate, and I was like, that rubbed me the wrong way. I was open with him. It was one of those things where he's like, oh, like I just want to clarify, and also I'm really proud of you for that search warrant. So like, I'm talking like a third grade teacher or something. It was weird.
Proud of me, then let me do my job.
Yeah, and so that's what drove me the most crazy was. No one ever said we fucked. Like, no one just took ownership. Like, when I fuck something up, I'll be like, damn, I fucked up. That night with the stolen car thing, where I was like, shit, I was getting ahead of myself. I messed that up. I'm down to learn from stuff and all that, but no one ever, like, I'm like, did anyone ever go talk to Bree and say, hey, that dude was trying to say that was the Good Samaritan law, and that's your sergeant over general investigations? Like,
So what do you think of Doreen now?
not great things. Hell no. And that dude, a sergeant over investigations, a detective in general, but a sergeant over investigations should be like a lawyer. Like, you should be able to, that dude should be able to talk about law like a lawyer. Not that. I don't know, man. It just sucks. I wish there was more guidance for young officers like myself, instead of I have to rely on my blue book and